Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency have just recovered a huge number of incriminating files that the Democrats tried to delete. As the report reads, Elon Musk says that the United States Institute of Peace deleted a terabyte of financial data linking them to funding the Taliban and Iraqi leaders, but he and the Doge team were able to recover the data due to the agency's ineptitude with technology. To which Elon Musk responded, "Yep." Now, another report goes into further detail. The U.S. Institute of Peace tried to delete Taliban funding records. Doge recovered it. Elon Musk says the U.S. Institute of Peace deleted 1 terabyte of financial data linking them to funding Taliban and Iraqi leadership, but Doge wasn't fooled. According to Elon, the agency attempted to scrub the records, but Doge engineers recovered the entire archive thanks to, quote, their shocking incompetence with technology. The data recovered reportedly includes detailed financial transfers tied to groups in Afghanistan and Iraq. No comment yet from the agency. So, folks, you know what all of this really means? It means that under Joe Biden's leadership, the Democrats had been directly funding the Taliban and various members of Iraqi's leadership. Then they tried to delete the evidence right before Trump got back into office. That being said, here's the problem for the Democrats. They are not as smart as Elon Musk, Big Balls, and the rest of the intelligent gentlemen in the Department of Government Efficiency. In fact, regarding this fiasco at the Institute of Peace, Elon Musk went on to say, any government institution is most likely the opposite of its name. Further adding, they deleted a terabyte of financial data to cover their crimes, but they don't understand technology, so we recovered it. Folks, these Democrats are as incompetent as they are corrupt, and you know that is saying a lot. But folks, you know what? This isn't the only absolutely insane thing that Elon Musk and the Doge have uncovered recently. What if I told you that just the other day, they discovered hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants that have been actively collecting Social Security payments? And so we're going to take a look at that in just a moment here. But first, I want to say, if you guys enjoy the daily news coverage, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a ton. But okay, folks, take a look at this.
We started at the top of the system, mapping the whole system of Social Security to understand where all the fraud was. And there's a lot of great people there that showed us really a lot of waste. And so that came up with a big list of stuff that we're working on. You've heard some of that already. But this is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, just this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident.
Folks, they just discovered over 1 million illegal immigrants that have been collecting Social Security payments. And you know who's paying for all of that? That's right, us.
This is worth just reiterating. It's not people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep at the switch. He wasn't asleep.
No.
They weren't asleep at the switch. It was a massive, large-scale program to import as many illegals as possible, ultimately to change the entire voting map of the United States and disenfranchise the American people and make it a permanent, deep blue, one-party state from which there would be no escape.
Look, if I hadn't seen this myself, I'm not sure I'd have believed it. I went through it myself and mapped it, and Elon is right. This is true. The defaults in the system from Social Security to all of the benefit programs have been set to max inclusion, max pay for these people, and minimum collection. That's what's happening. We found 1.3 million of them already on Medicaid, as an example.
1.3 illegal immigrants have been collecting Medicaid. Folks, between the Social Security payments and the Medicaid payments that have been going to all of these illegal immigrants, the U.S. taxpayer has been paying around $30 billion per year to subsidize these people's existence. People that, by the way, never even should have been in this country in the first place. But as Elon Musk pointed out, this was all part of the Democrats' master plan to open up the borders and to flood the country with as many modern-day third-world slaves as possible in an attempt to replace actual Americans like you and me. And so why would the Democrats want to do that? Well, it's because they know that their entire progressive platform is completely intolerable to actual Americans. The Democrats know that they have lost the game of democracy, so they've decided to just flip the table over. But instead of being a game table, it's actually our country that we all love and that our ancestors sacrificed everything in order to build, which means that we are not going to tolerate the Democrats' anti-American antics. You know what's absolutely hilarious, though? Remember just a couple months ago when the Democrats were going on and on about that bipartisan border bill, saying stuff like this?
Every day between now and November, the American people are going to know that the only reason the border is not secure is Donald Trump and his MAGA Republican friends.
Yeah, so that didn't exactly age well. As things stand right now, border crossings are the lowest they've been in modern U.S. history, and as we all now know, the Democrats intentionally left the border open. So folks, I guess considering all of that, the real takeaway of today's video is that the Democrats really do hate this country. Whether it's funding Middle Eastern terrorist organizations, then incompetently trying to delete the evidence, or opening up the southern border in an attempt to replace everyday Americans with third world slave labor, these Democrats really have absolutely zero shame. And now, folks, I'll be honest, I don't really see how the modern day Democratic Party can recover from all of this. All of their insane, corrupt secrets are finally getting exposed for everyone in America to see. I just can't even fathom how anyone would ever vote for these people again. You know, it's one thing if you're corrupt, but at least you try to still make the country a better place, I guess. But these radical progressives are corrupt and also actively facilitating the country's implosion. Seriously, I genuinely believe that this country couldn't have survived another 4 years of Democratic leadership. We wouldn't have even had a country left after that. Or at least, there'd be so many illegal immigrants and third world migrants in the country that the will of the actual American citizens never would have been democratically represented ever again. And as we said earlier, that was the ultimate goal of the Democrats. So you know what, folks? Here's my final message of the video. Thank God that those people aren't running the show anymore. Now, before we wrap up, I do want to say real quick that I've actually gone ahead and made a community Facebook page where I'll be posting additional news and updates as it relates to all of this. So if you guys use Facebook, check out the pinned comment down below and give that page a follow. But everyone, that is going to be a wrap for this video, so please go down below and drop a comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. Please like the video while you're down there. As I always say, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a ton. Thank you all very much for tuning in today, and of course, as always, stay safe.